Look, I knew Scott when he first started.
My first job was a trainee with Wachovia Bank in 1979. Showed up, didn't know what I was doing.
Banking back then was a very slow pace.
Had one sport coat and one gray suit, and I recycled them all week long.
Scott wanted to speed it up a little.
Showed up and tried to learn.
He is like the duck that paddling very hard, but you don't see it.
It's sort of been a learning game all along. I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. I went to college at William & Mary. Wasn't sure what I wanted to do when I got out of school. Knew I needed to find a job. I was fortunate that I got an offer from Wachovia Bank right out of college and thought I would try that for a while. Here I am, 30-some years later, still in the banking business. Not sure where the whole becoming a CEO, it just happened.
I've learned a lot about being a CEO from watching Scott.
Scott's a very empowering leader. He gives you a sandbox to play in and lets you go play in it.
I think that you learn the most from what you fail at. You've got to be willing to do things, put yourself out there, and some things you might get wrong. I had plenty of opportunities to learn along the way. Probably the most clear one was just trying to manage a company through the recession of 2008, 2009.
It was dark days, and Scott's vision was to rehab community banks so that we were able to lend money to get our communities going again.
Nothing surprises me about Scott. He will always pull the old country boy on you, but he's always thinking. If Scott's thinking, he goes to the tie.
Scott has off-the-charts emotional intelligence.
He is able to quickly understand what's important and what's in the heart of people, and I think that's because he's got a lot of empathy.
It's always about the people.
You'll remember that Rocky Mount suffered a terrible flood. So many of his friends have told me about Scott getting into a canoe and paddling around town and literally rescuing colleagues from the top floors of their houses that were flooded.
The three initials after my name certainly aren't what I hope defines me, but that I'm just a regular guy. I've always been a person who likes to live life looking out the front windshield more than the rearview mirror.
I think he's going to continue to find ways to invest in North Carolina and to, I keep saying it over and over again like a broken record, but investing in the community.
As far as his next adventure, it's going to be a wild ride.
It's probably Scott's plane going home.